ritualistic behavior is really comforting, because when your life is crazy and frenetic, it gives you just a moment that you can control, because you know exactly how you're going to feel when you drink a coffee or have a cigarette or have a beer. You know exactly what that moment's going to be. And when the rest of your day is uncontrollable, and your guys' schedule must be fucking ridiculous. I mean, having to like write the show and shoot the show, and I'm sure you probably edit the show as well. And it's like, I mean, I can't even imagine what that schedule must be like.
Well, it's funny because the sunny aspect of it is in some ways the more manageable, because we've been doing it for so long that we've gotten that down to a little bit of a science. It's now the fact that we're also producing other things, and now we've all got kids and we're getting older. So I know for me, I'm a little bit more concerned. Well, I was always a little concerned with the nutrition and stuff like that, but you know, like how to feed myself so that I don't get ill and fat and ugly. Like finding time to go to the gym, like that's the hard stuff, is like finding how to schedule my life and get all the work in that I want, and also not drive myself completely insane so that my whole day is so rigidly scheduled, which right now it kind of is.
I bet the kid factor really does make it, because I don't have any kids, so for me it's like, oh, well, I just work out in the morning before I go to work. But you're dealing with children in the morning before you go to work, so you don't, you know, like that's your. Maybe you could just like bench your kids, you know, just like really.
Dude, you know,
we have weights in the office now. That we're just to release stress from time to time. We'll just go over and
you get after those weights. You get after those.
Yeah, because I don't have any time to go.
And I have to schedule time for myself to work out, because that really has become sadly like some of the only time that I have to myself, even though I'm not really by myself. I'm surrounded by beefcakes and, and really obnoxious music and a trainer who's yelling at me. But
sounds great. Sounds relaxing.
Yeah, it is. No, it's great. Yeah.
I love it though. I've been working with the same trainer guy for 10 years this year. Wow, he's great. He's really great. And now if I don't do it for like a couple of weeks, I start to feel like the you know, like the classic moment in a movie where like the youth elixir on the witch is wearing off and she's slowly turning back. You know, like I feel if I don't exercise, you know, because
I'm sensing some obsessive behavior.
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course.
10 years with the same trainer.
Just because I like he's just a good guy.
Good dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude. If he wasn't good, I would have given up on it a long time ago. He's the reason that I kept doing it.
Now, do you find that you're as obsessed about working out as you were about drinking? Or
no, not really.
cigarettes?
I mean, I go when I'm in town. I'll go 3 times a week. I go Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And I'm not a guy who's like, we got to push hard today. Like, I just go in. I like it's more ritual for me, and also. It just makes me feel better, and I don't want to be the guy that hits like 60 and then goes, oh fuck, I should have really taken some preventative, So for me, it's more about staving off the inevitable decline that we're all gonna have.
I'm with you on that. Like before, when I worked out when I was younger, it was about glamour muscles and looking good. And now it's still definitely a little bit that, but for now, me, it's a little bit more just like making sure I don't throw my back out when I lift my kid.
Exactly right. If your back, like if you're not stretched and kind of your core gets a little weak, then it's like you can literally just turn around and be like, I'm down.
I'm out.
I'm down for a couple of days.
Yeah, I feel like there was that one Louis C.K. thing on Louis where he goes to like a sex store to get like a dildo for his girlfriend. I can't remember what it was. Like he just for some reason he's buying a dildo. It was great because the whole setup of the scene was it's going to be really awkward. He's got to go in this place. He's like not comfortable being in a sex shop, and he wants to pick out a dildo, and he feels weird about it. The last thing you're expecting is what the scene actually becomes about, which is him pointing to the dildo he wants and throwing his back out. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so funny. He's like, yeah, I'll take that one. Oh, and he like throws his back out, pointing at the dildo he wants. Like the most humiliating moment of his life.
Yeah, you get to a place when you start to get older, and you don't fall down anymore. You take a spill, and that's almost kind of the more scary thing. Like I slipped on some stairs, and like the only way it's like, what happened to you? I took a spill, and then like I was limping for weeks.
Yeah, and it used to be you'd take a spill and you'd be like, you brush yourself off. Now you fall and you're like, I bashed my elbow on on the desk. And
You fall down, you turn it into push-ups.
Fell some stairs, do some dips.
Just doing dips as you're falling down the stairs. Like
Yep,
turn
that's
into
it all the
everything.
way down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I saw someone fall down the ArcLight Hollywood stairs once. Those huge staircases. Yeah, it was a girl. It was when I was working there, and she was like rushing downstairs and slipped on the top one all the way down.
Well, if she was rushing down the stairs, what nationality was she when she got to the bottom?
She was Croatian.
I imagine you watching something like that, and you can't help but think. Well, your first thought, of course, is that's awful. She must be really injured. And then your second thought is you see them tumble down the steps for what must have been at least 10 straight seconds. You're like, stop.
Yeah. Stop. Hold on to something. Yeah.
Grab some.
Brace yourself.
Yeah, you can't
Did you
stop.
do
You
anything,
really
or
can't
did you just
stop.
go, hey?
No, I walked up to her and said, "That's so embarrassing. Are you going to quit?"
She works there?
Yeah, she was an employee there. We were working together. I did it to kind of like be like, it's like, because there was other people there to take care of her. I thought I'd alleviate the situation, and then I got suspended from work.
Oh, you did, really?
Yeah.
No one appreciated the gesture in that moment.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So I like the idea of seeing somebody fall down an extremely long flight of stairs and yelling at them, "Stop!" like, as if they can, Stop!
Why don't you just cut that out?
Cut it out.